from the Ford Theater in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, Geraldo.
Thank you. Welcome to the Ford Theater in Hollywood. Remember the old Hollywood stereotypes of the hot-blooded Latin Spitfire? Or the newer one of the Hispanic dope pusher that you see so much of? Well, there are still plenty of those negative images out here in movie and TV land, but that's not all there is. How'd you guys like working together?
It was a dream come true. I grew up admiring, Cheech and Chong, all these albums, listening, and then finally, to get to meet and then to get to work with the guy. I didn't even charge you, did I?
Much. Actually, it was great working with Paul. He was a really good actor. I mean, a lot better than I ever anticipated. Really intelligent. Kept the crew in stitches. It was really.
Kept bringing girls to your dressing room.
Yeah, that was.
By the way, I'm gonna be doing my own porno movie now. It's called Lay Down and Deliver. It's a it's a new one. It's catching on.
Right after porn in East L.A.
Eddie, are you pleased with the response? Are you proud of the film?
I am. I think it's a milestone for not only for the Hispanic culture, but for the American people to be able to celebrate education in a time when 1 out of every 3 students is dropping out of school, and we have over 30 million functioning illiterates. You have Stand and Deliver come out, a hero from an inner city school.
What about the fact that generally, you get films like Colors, etc., where the Hispanic person is either a crook or the porter or the garbage man? Was that an important aspect of that project for you, to be able to portray someone who happened to be Hispanic, who did the right thing, who helped others?
No, I think that basically we did the movie because of the story. I think it's the single most effective way that I've used the medium to date. I love the Ballad of Gregorio Cortez, but this film definitely moves us milestones ahead. We advanced the humanities by the usage of the medium, and it happened to be by the Hispanic culture, which is unusual, and it's wonderful.
So do you think that the key is not to get really hung up on the Hispanic angle and just do a good film if it's a good film?
Yeah, I think that's basically it. Story is first, whether it be a great Jewish American story like Manhattan, or a great Italian American story like Godfather, or or a great Anglo-American story like Ordinary People. They're good movies, and you should make them, and you should, study human behavior.
Rita?
I merely wanted to say, I saw the film for the first time last night. I think it's an extraordinary film.
Wonderful.
And I think what's really important, to follow up on what Eddie's saying, is to see Hispanics being just people. My dream, and he's heard this 40 times already, is to, for instance, do a television series where I can be this kind of Hispanic woman, which is to say, I speak English perfectly well. There are many of us who don't, but there are many of us who do. I do not have a husband who beats me. I am not dying from poverty. I am a middle-aged woman. I'm not 20 and glorious in that sense. I want to play that kind of Hispanic woman, which is to say a Hispanic, an American citizen. And that's, in a way, what Eddie's film was about. It was about this wonderful man who happens to have been Hispanic, who just against all the odds did something remarkable.
But you won't miss having the opportunity to say things like, I won't tell you where the gold is.
You almost got it down.
I don't think I aguanto, do you know what I mean?
Esai, why was La Bamba such a big hit? Why did that film go through the roof?
La Bamba was a big hit because, again, of the story, and the universal attraction was rock and roll. Rock and roll is, the great message of the youth, and I think that the acting stood behind it, and you had a lot of wonderful people. There were no stars in La Bamba trying to, keep trying to steal the scene. I really think it's a human story, a family story.
The amazing thing, I don't know, I bet you all agree. Didn't you think he was much older when you saw that film? That's acting, though. That's
Thank you.
Didn't you play an Iranian once also? That's acting, too.
Are? Which means yes in Farsi.
What do I know?
I am Iranian, but don't tell nobody.
Actually, the bombshell I was going to drop is that I'm really not Hispanic. I'm a dark-complexioned white person who had to change his name to work.
None of us are. I am a Jewish princess.
Cheech, how do you define a Hispanic actor?
God, anybody with a tan that's employed right now. I mean,
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. I don't know if you have a favorite character, Eddie Olmos, but one of mine was when you played the Vato in Zoot Suit, the film. Could you do the Vato?
I'm just strike the
El
pose.
Pachuco? Tell you,
Strike the pose.
I don't know, man. It's been
You have
10
to
years.
strike the pose.
It's a 10-year anniversary.
Strike the pose.
The 10-year anniversary. I haven't done this in 10 years.
Come on.
Que le guacha mis trapos ese. ¿Sabe qué, carnal? Estas garras me las planté porque me dijeron que ibas a estar aquí, ¿sabes? Órale. Aliviánese. Órale. ¿Cómo se me hace que es pura verdolaga ese? El cuate es puro square. Órale.
That's accurate.
You're digging deep, man. You're digging very deep.
Now, Cheech, everybody thinks of Cheech, from all those years as Cheech and Chong as being, just a dope-crazed hippie, And he wasn't acting at all. No. I've known him for 15 years, and the thing that was the most surprising about meeting him is, he's an honor graduate of college. His father's a captain, was a captain at the LAPD, that's right. But do Cheech. Can you do Cheech?
oh, hey, man, yeah, sure, I can do Cheech, man. It was like cool coming down here, because they said they were going to, get, free eats and everything, man. So, I said, shit, I'm there, man, But, I kind of miss Chong every once in a while, man, because he was like my supplier, So, but everybody asked me, hey, where's Chong, man? Vato's home sleeping, man. He's Chinese, man? So, later for the dude,
Rita, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you because of your race in the business?
What's the worst? Oh, I've got a heartbreaking story for
Tell
you.
me.
You ready to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, I was...
Get serious, folks.
I went to... actually, it's a testament to my great strength. I went to meet a director, and I'll name him. His name is Richard Quine. Many years ago, I was up for a part of just a girl, not a girl who had any particular nationality. And he had me read a scene for him. And he was very, very cold all through the reading. And after I finished the reading, and I was very nervous because I knew that to him I was a Latina, and I was trying out for another kind of part. After I finished the reading, he picked up the phone, and the part I was trying out for was the part of a girl named, I don't know, Susan, let's say. He picks up the phone, dials a number, and looks straight at me, and he says, listen, you know that the part of Susan? And the guy on the other line obviously said, yeah. He said, well, I want Kim Novak. And he looked straight at me, and he hung up and just looked straight at me. And the saddest part of the story is that I then got up and I said, thank you. I've changed a lot.
That wasn't the same.
You have to tell us what would be different today.
She's got a gun now. That's the difference. She would have said, you want Kim Novak? Well, go see her, baby.
Listen rhymes with slime.
But there are lots of things like that. But he just said something very sweet. What did you say?
No, I don't think that was the saddest part. I think that's a real testament to the true kind of class that Rita has always exemplified.
I agree with that. Esai, you're the youngest on the panel. What was your role models insofar as show business?
Captain Kangaroo, man.
My role models, I have to say Al Pacino, Freddie Prinze, Marlon Brando, Sir Laurence Olivier, believe it or not.
Did you have any problem breaking in because of, stereotyping?
My problems came when people said, no offense to this actor that I'm going to mention, when they said, hey, listen, you know, that's great. You're good. You're great for your people. One day you may even, I mean, if you're really lucky, you may even become Eric Estrada. And nothing against Mr. Estrada. I just think, why must they pick whoever's hottest in that category for the time? Why can't someone say, well, maybe one day you'll join the ranks of Olivier and Brando and Pacino and De Niro. I'm a human being. And another thing that bothers me sometimes, they go, you're great. This is great for your people. And it's like, well, I can't be of any service to you, I guess, huh?
You know, that's...
Because you ain't people,
I
man.
tell you, that is the biggest... That's the biggest millstone to have to carry. You know, I've worked up and down this country, you know, doing stand-up, and it's always, you know, it's the Hispanic comic, and, you know, this good for your people thing. I don't think none of us get up in the morning with saying, you know, what can I do for my people today? You know? Okay.
It's true. Eddie does. I know it's true.
Get him.
All right. See?
Oh no, a knife fight. I knew it.
You can't get 5 Mexicans to agree on lunch.
It's another thing. I mean, you don't wake up in the morning and say, I think I'll go see that new white movie with Steve Martin now, you know? Yeah.
It's true. It's true. When somebody wants Robert De Niro for a film, they don't say, let's get an Italian-American star, do they? But when it's a Hispanic, it's a different thing. They just say, let's get Robert De Niro or let's get Pacino. But when it comes to one of us, there's still that problem. I want to be sure that we don't all seem like too negative. No. Things are better. The door is ajar at least. It just isn't open far enough.
I think the times are changing, and thank you guys for supporting us.
All right, we do. I'll be right back after this. Hispanics in Hollywood.